Today marks 81 years since D-Day, a major turning point in World War II that led to the defeat of Nazi Germany. Almost 160,000 Allied troops, nearly half of them Americans, stormed the beaches of northern France, and they took heavy losses. But their daring assault eventually led to the liberation of Western Europe. 26 World War II veterans attended ceremonies in Normandy today to honor the sacrifices made to end Nazi terror. And they're a dwindling band of brothers. Just 5 weeks ago, Iowa native Henry Langrehr, who was among those who stormed the beaches and paid a heavy price, died at the age of 100 years old. Here to discuss more of his amazing story is 1st Army Command Sergeant Major Evan Lewandowski. Major, thank you for taking the time to join us from Normandy and also for your service, sir.
Well, thank you. Good morning, Markie. How's everything going today?
Everything's good. Happy Friday to you, and I'm just grateful to be having this conversation. I mean, you think about these men, right? Many of whom were our parents, our grandparents. I think about my papa, you know, who was part of D-Day as well. They were kids when they were sent into war. Henry Langrehr was just 19 when he parachuted into Normandy.
Yeah, it's an absolutely impressive story. You know, being at that young age, answering the call of service, you know, sacrificing everything he could, you know, for a land of unknown, right? They didn't have a real connection or belonging to it, but to get out there and do what they did to liberate the country and the amazing sacrifice and heroic actions that took place.
Yeah, it's amazing what, you know, you think back and you realize what they saw at such a young age. And tell us more about his story because, you know, then he was taken as a prisoner of war, right?
He was. So I met Henry last year on the 80th anniversary of D-Day, and he's never been to the inside. In previous events, he's just attended ceremonies, and we've made a connection, and we were able to walk the streets of St. Marguerite and try to identify, you know, the greenhouse. So he tells his story, and it's been acknowledged in a movie. When he came out of the aircraft, you know, under parachute and canopy, and as he came to land, he came through the top of a greenhouse. And so we spent time walking around the streets, identified different locations, and he was like, nope, this is not it. And we came to this one house, and his eyes just lit up. And he was able to remember each intricate detail of the area. And so we were able to take him back into the back of the house and take him to the greenhouse. And he's like, yep, this is it. You know, and he was able to describe the story, quite an emotional event, as he kind of recalled all the things that happened that day.
Yeah, I mean, just so emotional, you know, for him and thinking back. That generation is also so remarkable at remembering exact details. I mean, you know, dates and where they were. Talk to me about what D-Day means for you, the significance of you, and what should we be doing, all of us, to honor these heroes' sacrifices on days like this?
Yeah, we should continue to tell the stories. You know, we've got to continue to connect with our veterans. You know, make sure everything they've done is not forgotten, you know, to preserve the memory and legacy of all these outstanding heroes. You know, D-Day to me is kind of, as a young soldier, it was kind of the thing that inspired me to serve. You know, you watch the movies, you hear the stories, and now it's an opportunity to kind of continue on their memory, continue on their legacy, and honor everything that they contributed to, you know, for future generations.
Yeah, well, we are forever indebted to heroes like you, sir. 1st Army Command Sergeant Major Evan Lewandowski, thank you once again for taking the time and safe travels while you're over there.
And thank you. Have a great day.
You as well.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.